We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Yeah, you got a
I did 'em,
trip.
Hero. I did it like 2 weeks apart. I went to
Spit
that
cheese
concert
in
I
my
went to.
cup.
I was on fucking mushrooms and it was awesome.
Oh,
What
the
hat are
dude,
you
the
on?
dude concert. That was
Yeah.
so many guys in the audience.
Yeah.
And then Will's leaning over the balcony like,
Yeah, he's right
like
there.
you were in
So
love with
sick.
him, dude.
That's my guy. Yeah.
Wait, who?
You
some
would know. It's just
some white guy that raps.
Wait a minute, Kid Leroy? No.
No, Cisco
not his
Kid. What
name.
was his name?
Cisco. It was Cisco.
What was?
That's the,
Dun,
He was.
dun,
That was
dun,
the
dun.
thong song. No, he's got a name.
Oh.
Kid something. What was his name?
Kid Leroy.
It's not any of those things.
What was
His
it?
name was Mike, but he used to go
Mike?
by. He used to go by Mike Stud. He was like used to be like this douchebag rapper, and now he's like a fucking different like. Dude.
Oh, he's changed. Did
Yeah.
he find the religion? Did he go to prison and find the
Nah,
Lord?
he just rebranded himself.
Oh my God! Why can't everybody just do that? What is this, by the way?
Oh, that's for a virtual golf game.
Oh, okay.
But you feel the
So
weight
he
of
was
it.
a piece.
murder.
It
So he
fell
was a,
off and hit a wall.
he was a
And I
piece of shit, and he rebranded himself, and now his name is not Mike Stud. It's
Just
now.
Mike. His
Isn't-
Instagram is just Mike. That's
Isn't
what-
it like Kid Mike? Oh, just Mike.
Yeah,
Just Mike.
That's why, because people are like, "What's his name?" Just Mike.
And he looks like he's got shorts that are way too short.
Yeah, dude.
I think he has a ponytail.
Mullet.
He's got a. It's so bad.
Well, here's
For
here's-
you,
and
it's
he's,
bad.
and
You're
he's
not- you wouldn't be into
surrounded by these young dudes,
Well,
and they're just like, "We love him. He's a stud."
well, here's the thing. You ask questions, I ask questions. His reaction, if Kid Mike, Just Mike, if Just Mike was watching this, he would hate the way you treated us.
How?
Because the way we asked questions, you acted like we should
Was that the
know
Will
him.
turn?
Yes.
That's a good theater, dude.
He acted like we should know him.
No,
And he goes,
I don't.
Oh, is this?
I know
well,
that
he rebranded himself, and then he shakes his goddamn thing. It's like,
I
first
just-
off, you're a handsome white kid
Thank you so much.
shaking this,
Thank you so
going,
much.
and then he rebranded himself. It's like, I don't need you as my
Tom
fan.
Cruise in Cocktail.
Yeah.
He rebranded himself.
You're not the person I want explaining me.
Just Mike.
Well, I just know that you're not into. You're not.
Bro,
you
this
into
guy was
it,
all in the
you know.
audience.
I will, though,
There was
right?
a
you'd
part,
love it.
and then somebody in the lower part was filming Will,
Anthony from Haha.
and he was leaning. Will was like,
It was so dope. Not like that, bro.
Will was leaning over the balcony, watching this guy rap, just like.
No, I wasn't
It
fucking
was-
moaning. I wasn't
and he
breathing
was
like
like,
that. I wasn't
Oh my
breathing.
God, he's so fucking hot.
No.
Yeah, dude.
I was just vibing with him, bro.
and
He
then
fucking
he had-
came up into the balcony and was
Yo,
like with
Will
us. and
had
shit.
both of his hands on the rail, and he's watching, and then in one hand just went.
No,
down.
dude. Both hands stayed. Both hands stayed. That's bullshit.
Hey, you like him. It's just Mike now.
Yeah, he's just Mike. He's not
Bro,
Mike
think
Stud
about
anymore.
seeing your fucking favorite musician 2 feet away from you.
I
And you're
thought
just
Drake
like,
was your favorite.
of all time, yeah.
Yeah.
But like more recently, this dude's my favorite.
Really?
Okay, we got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to some Just Mike after this podcast.
I think you'd be surprised at how much you like it.
I probably will.
Yeah.
I 100%.
I don't. You know me. I don't have the worst. Like some shit I listen to, you're gonna be like, this sucks. But like, I know what I'm
Well,
doing
Drake,
for the most part.
Here's the thing: Drake doesn't suck. He's great at what he does.
yeah, and it may not be
That's a
for
good way
you,
to put it.
which is
Right.
cool.
yeah.
It's music.
Yeah.
I
love that song, dude.
That's a fucking
I
banger,
love that
dude.
song.
That's it slaps.
So good.
Da-na-da-na-na-na.
I am a Will. I like Will Burkart. Will Burkart stole my heart.
I like Will Burkart.
Speaking of Will Burkart, I want to give you a congratulations and a big up. I want to give big ups to Will right now on the
Hey.
podcast. One of the biggest honors as a comic is to be passed at one of the major clubs. And our little buddy here, Will Burkart, is a paid regular at the Comedy and Magic Club at Hermosa Beach, California. Let's give it to him.
You guys, thank
I'm not
you.
even a paid regular there.
He crushed it, apparently. I mean, I got a few phone calls that,
Well,
No, he got racist, but he
no.
said it was a choice. He
but it
said
was
a
Hermosa
choice.
Beach, so he's like, you guys get it.
Yeah. He did it.
So congrats, buddy.
thank
That's
you, bro.
amazing.
That's awesome.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
And so
it's very
explain this,
surreal.
by the way, to me and for the audience. So what he did last night, this 5 minute with the ding, like how to get
Okay,
past.
so every year in January, the club does this. It's and not in January. You
July?
fucking idiot. July. It starts with a J. Give me a
Yeah,
break.
that's true.
July is the anniversary of the club every year, and they do a birthday.
Oh,
they
I
do a
didn't know that.
birthday month, and for the month of July every year, what they do on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays is they get 20 comedians a night, 20 comics on a lineup doing 5 minutes each, but they make it like a fun game, and so to bring you behind the scenes, when they give you the light, that lets you know to wrap up your set, and you wrap it immediately up. Well, they don't give you the light on this show. they ring a bell between 4.5 to 5 minutes.
Like when they think you're done. The sound guy like has to
Oh,
like.
really? He has to like
decides.
watch every set.
And if he
to
doesn't
go,
know your act,
Ding.
He just-
and sometimes he doesn't have to. Like I've seen the guy that's doing it now is a sweetheart, but I've seen guys in all the years I've been doing this club now that they'll just like at 5 minutes I'm ringing that shit, and you could be in the middle of a punchline, bing, and the audience will go, oh,
it's kind of nerve wracking. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then if you beat the bell and you hit a hard punch and then the bell rings, the audience loses their shit.
That's cool.
And traditionally it's been a time of year where the guy who books the club will use that as a way to showcase new people coming in because it's a 5-minute set and they need 20 people a show. So whoever's in town, and if you got the email to come down, and Will got the email, and then he got the call, and he did the show, and now he's a paid regular.
I guess so. Yeah.
No, you are.
Here's the thing too, though. Didn't you get the call on the day?
Yeah. So the show was at 8. I got the email at 5 p.m. I was in the gym with Kaylee, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I guess I'm going to Hermosa tonight."
Oh, he's doing this.
Yes, I'll go. Yeah, shit.
Well, well,
Doing this. You got it. Babe, shut up. What is it? Oh my god. Fuck you. I gotta do something with the dick.
I gotta get dinged. I gotta go to the digs.
but also a classic me. You guys would love this. How I had some fucking random outdoor like weed show in Brentwood at 8 also, and I I wanted to do both.
Of course.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll go up first on that show.
So I get
then
passed
go
at
to
this
Hermosa.
club and I get weed on this show.
Exactly.
Doing both.
Yeah, and he did. That's
did
so
both.
annoying.
That's
But-
awesome, dude. Well, yep. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
And you went out of 20. You were second to last.
I was second to last because I
That's
knew
what
they
made me think about that,
They
'cause
knew
you
they
brought
were
that up.
they were going. Had to go late, so he put me like kind of late.
Bro, and the fact that
So it
you
was-
crushed that late in the show.
Yeah.
So you're 19th on the lineup. They just sat through 19 comics, 18 comics.
It was intense walking into that room, sold out. It was like,
Yeah.
and it's crazy to have never performed there and to do it for the first time with the ding night, sold out, and 5 minutes, and
Yeah.
it was just like I was like, okay, all right, see what happens.
And you get a tape of that set.
And I got tape of that set, which is so nice. I mean, what a
We're
beautiful
gonna
way
see
to
this.
get.
We're gonna see it on this podcast, and we're gonna see that the cheers were boos. They were
Oh
just,
my
like,
god!
booing him.
Imagine.
It was just like
He thought they were going woo 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 woo, but they were going boom.
What's the booker's name?
Richie.
Richie. Imagine if Richie wrote you. Like, why are you guys talking about him past? He
why-
actually made such a.
Yeah, he made a fool out of himself.
I actually had a nice. It was
Hold on, Richie just texted me.
Oh boy.
Oh no! What's he saying?
This maybe not. How dare you refer this little piece of shit?
Well, he's Jewish. If he says Jew, he could say it.
Yikes. Uh-oh.
You said
Hold on. Yeah. Sorry, that was my twin brother David that did that.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, this is.
Will sucks. I just threw two people under the bus.
Okay, good. Yeah, you know what? This is.
Hey.
This is.
You know what?
Hey, this is the guy.
Yeah, I get it. It's showbiz.
I'm safe.
It's showbiz.
I'm
I
safe.
get it, dude.
It's
I get
showbiz,
it.
dude.
It's showbiz.
Dude, that was a club, honestly, which I've never been to. It's a
They've
little,
asked.
I know, but the thing is, it's a little out of the way. But I was always intimidated to go there because any comedy documentary for anybody at home that doesn't do stand up, you'll see it with anything with Jerry Seinfeld, anything with Ray Romano, anything with every legendary comic. I was always like, Funny People, the movie.
Funny
Like,
People. They shot it there. They shot
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I should rewatch that now.
They shot some of it there. They shot some of it. But yeah, it's like it's.
Funny
I mean,
People actually bothered me.
Right.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but Funny People bothered me because Seth is supposed to be like this open micer, but he's playing there with a steak. Like,
Yeah. Well,
I'm
he
like-
got there because Sandler's character got him the spot.
Oh, is that why he got
Yeah.
there? Okay.
And Sandler's character was a vet comic, you know what I mean? But it's the thing is with it's out of the way. For me, it's not because of where I live. It's like perfect spot, but it's one of those clubs where I don't almost every night I'm out at a comedy club, someone will come up to me and go, "Hey man, when are you at Comedy at Magic next? Can I come along? I want to meet the guy. I really want to get. I really want to get in there. I really want to get in
everyone. Anybody at the store.
They
anyone.
treat comics amazing. They for in towns in LA gigs, they pay probably the highest of most clubs per set. They
Apparently
feed
their
you
meal is amazing.
amazing. They don't have a cook; they have a chef, baby.
Yeah.
You're getting
And
steak.
you can
You're
just
getting
get
salmon.
If you do a spot, you can just order like salmon.
Not only that, if you bring Kaylee, they take care of her too.
That's pretty dope.
That's why this is the one of the few clubs that Elaine wants to go to.
Right.
It's hilarious
So
though.
cool.
We go, Elaine always comes, and she sits in the green room and doesn't
Doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't
Oh,
watch
yeah,
my
she's there
set.
eating the steak.
She doesn't watch my set. She's just eating the salmon or the steak or
It's That's really funny.
But yeah, it's great. And on top of that, you get a fucking tape of your set. You get a link. Now they're doing it as a link. They were giving you the little
hard drive. I remember
the
that.
little
Or the little flash drive.
The little flash drives of your set.
That's so cool.
Now they're just emailing it to you, which is great.
Yeah.
And it's dude, that's where I shot. That's where I did my 5-minute set to get on the Tonight Show.
Wow.
That's
Really?
where I worked it out. Is at the Comedy Magic Club.
That's awesome. And that's where Leno used to go every Sunday,
Yeah,
right?
before the pandemic, it was his room every Sunday. Then
He still does it. Leno?
He does?
yeah, but
Leno.
now he's kind of splitting between flappers in there because after the pandemic, Comedy and Magic was the last comedy club to finally open, other than Ice House, but that's a whole different story because Ice House is under construction and all that.
Yeah.
But they stayed closed. They stayed dark forever, and then when they finally opened up, so during that time when everything reopened, and the Comedy Magic Club wasn't available, that's why Leno started going to flappers. But yeah, there's so many pictures of Leno's cars in front of that club.
That's so
all his
cool.
different cars, and then you look at the wall of all the pictures in the back
wall's
hallway.
crazy.
I
It's
mean,
intimidating just
yeah.
seeing it in documentaries. That's why I was like, they wouldn't want me. And you've been saying for years, no, they want you to come
Yep.
down there.
yep.
I'm like, fuck.
You got to just go down there with me one of these days.
Yeah, I do.
Or me, you know.
Well, yeah, you could go with a paid regular.
I'm kidding.
Just gonna hold his wrist.
No, his belt loop like you're in
Yeah.
prison.
Hey guys, this
Yeah.
is Brent. He's pretty funny.
Yo, it's my gimp. What up? I'm like, wait, what?
You know, speaking
Didn't
of,
you say you had a private? Sorry, didn't you say you had a private thing with Ray? Romano?
Dude, so Ray
Yeah,
Romano's
talk about
there
that.
one night, and the green room at this club is like a bunker. It's in a brick room. It's literally the walls are brick. Oh, by the way, that's really cool. Each brick in this place, all the way from the green room all the way down the hallway, they're all signed by comics.
Wow.
And the bricks in the green room, you're looking at a brick signed by Seinfeld in '78. You're looking
So cool.
at a brick signed by Leno in '77. You know what I mean?
It's
It's just
crazy.
insane. But anyways, it's like a bunker in there. So the more comics that get in there, you know, that we don't like to shut the fuck up. We're always trying to be funny. We're always doing bits. It gets loud as fuck in there.
Yeah.
It gets so loud. There's certain comics that when they're in the green room, I have to leave.
Oh yeah.
But,
can you say them by name right now on this recording?
Okay.
It's like a comedy store hallway. when
Jerry
you're
Seinfeld and Dave Chappelle. Those guys need to shut the fuck up. No,
when you're in the OR and then the hallway, you're like, I know that voice,
right.
Neil.
Yeah, right. When you're on stage.
Yeah.
But the good news is you can't hear that from the stage.
That's awesome.
But they have a giant screen in the green room that's showing the acts on stage. So Ray Romano shows up one night, and him and I get to talking because he's a father of identical twins, and I'm an identical twin.
I didn't know that.
I use that to become his friend.
Hey dad. Whoa.
That was pretty good, bro. Brad Garrett does Ray Romano on stage. He goes like this. Hi, I'm Ray. Oh, dude, it kills me. It kills me every time. My wallet's really big, dude. It's so funny. But anyways, Ray's there, and there's a second room. I don't know if you saw. There's another showroom at that club.
You know, I think you showed me it years ago.
There's
but I didn't
another
see it last
showroom
night.
that's not in use sometimes, and it's just dark. So they set this table up in that other showroom by itself with a white tablecloth and everything, and they serve. That's how they serve Ray dinner. Like he's not
that's
around.
so cool.
But he invites me in.
That's so cool.
He's like, hey, come over here. Now you got me doing
Now
that.
Hey,
you're
man.
doing it.
That's how he sounds.
Well,
Yeah.
he threw both of us off with an
Oh, yeah.
impression.
That was really good. So I'm in this room, this dark room, alone, sitting across the table from Ray Romano, having an
it's the
Italian
first night you met
spaghetti
him.
or whatever. It's the first time I met him.
Wow.
And it's like Will said earlier. He's like, "Did you feel like you're gonna get whacked?" If I like,
So
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
It's like Goodfellas.
yeah.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, but that's the kind of room this is. I'm buddies with Paul Reiser because of that room.
Yeah, legends.
You know,
Well, it was crazy. I told you guys obviously, but yeah, Paul Reiser was there. And I was sitting he was obviously way before my time, but I know enough about the game that he's a legend, and it was
well, he's one of those comics like Ray, like Seinfeld, where he had a huge sitcom.
yeah.
Huge.
He had a huge sitcom with what's her name? Helen Hunt. What was it called?
Mad About You.
Mad About You.
I
It
think
was
they're doing
huge,
a resurgence of it too.
right, and he's in so
think so,
many
too.
movies. He's in Stranger Things.
He's awesome.
And
You know, he's in
Whiplash.
Stranger
Yeah.
Things. Yeah,
Whiplash.
all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I texted my dad when I was sitting across from him. I was like, I'll tell you the story later, but I'm in the green room with Paul Reiser, and I'm sitting across
That's
from him right
so
now. This
cool.
is wild. You know,
Oh my
like,
God,
it's
that's so
just
cool.
like, whoa.
And he's a super nice guy, right?
He's really funny too. Like in conversation, he's like a cool uncle. He's
Yeah.
just like the man.
I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast. I have a really funny Paul Reiser story.
Please.
We're at the first time I met him. It was at Comedy and Magic, obviously. Where else am I going to meet the guy? And we're talking, and he's so easy to talk to. He's asking me about bits and like I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And I says, yeah, man, you know what one of my favorite movies was when I was a kid, and me and my brother would watch it over and over again, was this movie called Odd Jobs. And he goes, what? Odd Jobs was this movie that he did as a young comic, and it was him. I believe Robert Townsend was in it. A bunch of like comics when they were younger. 1986, right? We're talking about it. And it's just funny. There's some really funny scenes in it. Who's the other comic in it? I'm
working on it. Give me a sec.
What is his name?
I wonder if Robert Townsend directed that too. Then, because
Who
wasn't
knows?
he a big?
He didn't.
Basically, it was like they were all
Rick
Overton.
Overton.
Rick Overton's
Scott
in it.
McGinnis.
Rick
All these-
Overton.
Rick Overton is in it, dude.
Wow.
So we're talking about this movie, right? And I'm bringing him up, by the way, because at Comedy Magic, you tag team.
Oh, like the comedy.
There's no
Store?
host.
Tell me about
Some-
remind me to do how I brought up the next comic.
Oh,
I fucked up.
oh,
I'll
nice.
tell it after.
So I go up. I have a great set, and then I say, ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian, you know him, you know who he is. He was in Behind the Candelabra on HBO because he was on that.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
And I go, and of course you remember Mad About You, and I'm listening to all this dope shit.
Yeah.
Right. So then he comes on stage and he whispers in my ear and he goes, "You fucking forgot to say Odd Jobs."
Oh man, so smooth.
And
I
this
was
was
like,
the
that
first
was-
time hanging with him?
Yeah. I was like,
man,
oh, that's
then right
fucking
away
awesome.
you're buddies.
Yeah, I was like,
if
oh,
that
that's
shit
awesome.
happens, you're buddies.
That's great.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Got to say
So how
that.
did you?
Damn,
how
motherfucker
did
has
you-
11 Emmy nominations.
Oh, dude, he's an amazing actor.
Even recently for the Kaminsky Method.
Yeah.
Supporting
Yeah.
actor.
He's
Yeah.
an amazing. He's been doing so many like Oscar nominated shit with so many great people.
He's the man. And so I brought up the last comic was Monique Marvez.
Oh my god!
yeah. Oh, you got
Monique.
lost.
Was she wearing a really tight, long black dress?
No, dress though.
Mm-hmm.
A little colored dress. She's great. She feels like a fucking like a cool aunt.
She's
fucking
great.
dope.
And she's like
Oh, you
no
know
holds
her.
barred. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were being.
No, I know Monique Marvez.
I met
She's
her
very
at the other club.
beautiful woman. Go ahead.
Now I am getting canceled. David, cut this part.
So obviously like when you bring someone up, you say various things of like give it up for,
Right.
you know, keep it going for, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And like I've even been like, oh, like for some reason like, oh, give some love to blah 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 or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And I think it was so caught up in the moment that I've done this one other time that I was like, all right, make some love for and I said, don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
make love to her. Give it up for Monique Marvez.
Yeah.
I did it at the Improv one time too. But
Did
yeah,
she say anything?
No, she didn't give a
Oh,
fuck.
that's great.
I think after she was like, I'm actually glad you said that because that was really funny and it kind of like worked.
Oh,
but I
that's-
was just like, fuck.
Wow.
I was
Make-
so like in the
make some
moment.
love.
Make some love for.
See,
go ahead.
you,
And,
you're
like,
more similar to
go-
me,
like,
dude,
fuck.
on that. Like you and I, as a host, I'll forget a friend's name.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm so spiral. You're good. I want you to close with the thing which we said before. But what happened last night? I was at the Improv, and Chris Lee goes up, then Ian Edwards. But it's a long show. I'm not supposed to be on the show, and I was just going to pick up our buddy David Sullivan, and Mark Hayes was like, "No, you'll
Merk.
go up." Mark Hayes.
Merk.
He's like,
Ah,
"You're
boss.
going up."
I've known this next guy since he was knee high to a dog.
But here, fuck, how do you know how to do that? But he does this thing, which I get the joke, so I was like, okay. But he goes, the show's supposed to be over. Everybody thinks it's over.
Who went last?
It was Ian Edwards, but it was D'Elia, then Ian.
Cool.
But everybody was really there for Chris and like, but then even Ian got up. He doesn't know somebody else is coming up, right?
Right.
So because nobody's supposed to come up, so he's doing his shit. Ian's one of the best joke writers in the
Oh my
game.
god, he's so funny.
Destroys. But then Mark gets up there and goes, "You guys like Dave Chappelle?"
Oh, did he do that?
Oh no!
And he
I've
goes,
heard about
"Well,
this.
he does too. Give it up for Brent
Oh,
Morin."
bro, did you see when
Ay,
Lenoci brought Mark Hayes up as Dave Chappelle?
Oh, really? I didn't mind the wording of that
Buddy.
joke, but
Mike Lenoci goes, "You guys, cool thing about this club, blah blah blah. You get to pop in, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Dave Chappelle."
Oh, that's
and then Hayes walks up.
that's better. That's up there with "Ladies and Gentlemen, Chris D'Elia." Walking away like a jazz
Ladies
song.
and gentlemen,
Man,
Chris D'Elia. And he's like, "What the fuck was that?"
The worst is when you get. I don't think you have that because you're a Collings. Well, you do Burkart, I guess.
What?
Like I'm doing this.
Wrong names?
Yeah, just
I get Collins. I get
Yeah.
Cummings.
give it up for Brent Morin.
I've told you.
Yeah.
I've said this on the podcast. 2 different comics, 2 different shows brought me up as Justin Cummings.
it's hilarious. It really is funny.
Yeah.
And I feel like all of our names are mess upable a little bit.
Oh,
Brent
yeah.
Morin, Jason Collins, Will fucking Burkart. Who knows?
I can't remember where I was recently. Somebody brought me up as Kevin something.
Well, I did that. I was hosting one time, and I forgot the dude's name 100%, and I just said a different guy's name. I said, "Give it up for the guy was I forget what his name was, but let's say his name was Brandon." I brought up, "Give it up for Tyler." Fuck, like nothing, not even.
Dude, you
I
remember
actually
Vic Camp?
Oh,
No, go ahead.
Big Vic would fuck
Big Vic,
everybody's name up.
But my name in particular. Jay used to bring me to these shows where I learned to be a comic.
Yeah, these like
and-
tough rooms.
Yeah, like super tough.
Yeah.
And then he'd go, this next guy. And he's this huge,
He'd act
tall
like he knew
black
you.
dude. He was like the biggest dude you'd ever see. And he goes, give it up for my boy, Burrow.
Like he would just throw a noise out.
I was like,
But he
yeah.
would start with the credits like the prodigal son returned.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shit
boy.
like that, yeah.
Like I'm
Man.
about to do a Ray Charles on the goddamn AM radio back in the day. Like, this man is soul. This man has this. Give it up for my friend, soon to be yours, Boshball. And it's like, it's not even a name.
Dude, I fucked up some guy's name at the Ice House when I hosted years ago, and I'll tell you guys who it is after. I'd be like, you guys may know who he is, and he got like legit mad at me.
Really?
He like chewed me out after. He was like, "How long you been doing this?" And he was like, "You know, you got one job as a host."
Oh.
Blah, blah. He like, you could tell it just came from a place of like insecurity, and he was like,
100%.
But it was
Tell
like,
me who it is.
I was like after immediately.
Put him on blast.
But it was, you know what's really funny is I haven't seen him, and he popped up at Harvell's one night, and he looks way different. And this was 5 years ago that happened, and he remembered me in a way where he was like, "Hey, I think we've met before." Like, yeah, I think.
Oh.
And I was like, and
He
I
felt bad
pretended
about himself a little bit.
I pretended like I didn't remember him. I was like, "Oh, maybe. What's up, man?" But I knew exactly who the fuck he
Yeah,
was. 'Cause
yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, we don't
You
forget
don't let it
shit
go.
like that."
I don't
No,
understand why
dude.
you don't want to tell me who he is.
Why don't? It's on the pot. It's the recording. I don't want. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's Adam Hunter.
Is it negative?
Is it negative? What do you mean?
Is it like a negative thing? Is that why you don't want to put negative?
Yeah,
energy?
yeah. I don't want to put someone on blast like that. That's not my game, bro.
Was it Andrew Santino?
Fuck.
Was it Chris D'Elia?
Was it Bobby Lee?
Old school guy, older guy.
Was it
Theo
Brian
Vaughn?
Callen?
No, Mike Allen, funny.
Was it Arsenio Hall?
Was it Arsenio Hall?
Can you imagine? Give it up for Asanio Halle.
Old school guy. Old school guy.
Well, let
Was
me.
it,
You know what I said? I was
Greg
like, maybe if
Fitzsimmons?
you fucking were
No,
famous.
he's not like that. Exactly. It's one of these people who you're like, huh? And he's like, I've been doing stand up for 30 years and blah blah blah. I'm like,
We should
cool,
keep-
man.
We need to talk about that.
30
then.
years,
What is?
okay.
What are you doing wrong?
Exactly, exactly.
30 years.
I opened for
30
so and
years.
so. I'm like, okay.
If you're not going to throw people under the bus, we are. Okay.
are. Here we
30
go.
years. 30
30
years. 30
Eric.
years.
He was bragging about.
Oh, is it Dom Herrera?
No, dude. No,
Of course
I
you
would have
remember
felt. I would
Dom.
have felt bad. I would have been like, I'm so
Why?
sorry.
Why would you
sir.
feel bad?
Because he's like the mob boss of fucking comedy. He's the fucking
Okay. I
man.
thought he was going to say.
Yeah, he really is. Oh, because of the
What?
He's a
not
good
doing
guy.
it.
He
He's a good
would
guy.
laugh.
You would laugh.
His eyes.
30 years.
His what?
His eyes.
What? We aren't even talking
We're
about
not-
his
Chappelle?
eyes.
You guys said
Jesus.
that.
Was it David Chappelle?
David.
David Chappelle. I'm a David Chappelle fan. I'm not a Dave
Bro,
Chappelle
imagine
fan.
David
that.
Chappelle.
Like I think about Chappelle Lacey in comedy. Your name is Chappelle.
It's not. Yeah, Chappelle was
Yeah.
there.
What?
Was
Yeah.
it
Lacey,
Chappelle?
Lacey.
Like
Lacey,
there's a
Lacey.
guy who opens. Well, I don't know if he still does, but
That
he
is
was
true.
George Lopez's opener for years. Brian Kellen.
That's right. He's the physical guy, right?
Yeah.
A prop or something?
Brian Kellen, a buddy of mine's doing Ventura Harbor Comedy Club recently, and goes, Brian Callen's gonna be there. I go, what? Because it's not even Ventura Harbor Comedy Club anymore. It's like
Oh,
in the
really?
restaurant now. It's gotten. I'm like, I don't think Brian Callen's in it. She's like, yeah, it's on the thing, and I'm like, oh, all right. She texts me later. She goes, yeah, it's Brian Callen. I go, yeah, I didn't think
So confusing. Isn't there another Dalia too?
Yeah, I worked with him in
Rich or
Rich D'Elia. something
Rich
like- I
D'Elia.
worked with him in Vegas. Super nice guy. He told the funniest story, dude. So he gets to he's a extra on one of Bill D'Elia's that shows is Bill D'Elia's directing or producing, and Chris D'Elia's on the show. Like he's got a part on the show. This guy shows up to set, says his name. The guy listening hears D'Elia. Next thing you know, the guy, I think it's Rich, has no idea
Yeah. He's an extra.
He's
No
an
idea,
extra.
No idea that what.
why he's being. He just thought this is how you're treated.
As an extra.
They gave him his own fucking dressing room. They put him in makeup.
Oh,
and
man.
then somebody on set got really upset with him. Like, how could you let this? He's like, I'm new. I don't know. And here's the best part of the fucking story. Chris D'Elia comes up and says, yo, leave the guy alone. He had no fucking idea.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
You know, come on. And then they talked on set, and Chris wasn't doing stand-up yet.
No, he was just acting.
And Rich was doing stand-up, and Chris goes, I want to get into that. And he ended up going to the Laugh Factory to watch this guy do stand-up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a
Obviously,
How cool
Chris
is
will
that?
never remember
Huge
that
story,
story.
yeah.
But
that's awesome.
but yeah, he got the treatment on set because he was the D'Elia
And it's
last
not your
name.
fault. When you're an extra, for anybody at home, like I started as an extra, and everybody at home goes, "You're in the movie. Where are you?"
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not in it.
I'm not in it. My brother, I got a great story. My brother got to be an extra in the Doors movie with Val Kilmer,
Really?
right? And they had
Was he the girl in the
Listen to
beginning?
this.
No.
Dude. He had they bust them all to the set, which
Yeah.
the set was Sunset. They changed Sunset Boulevard to look like the late '60s, and like my buddy Carlos and my brother got to be extras in the movie. They were sailors.
Oh, really?
Right?
Oh, that's so
So
cool.
my brother, we love you, Dave. He loves to nap.
Dave had a
he's
good-
a napper. He loves to take naps.
Sure.
He's
Still-
a
like back
sleepy
then?
boy. Yeah. Wow. So before they shoot this, I hope I'm getting this right. My brother will correct me. Before they shoot the scene, David goes to the bus or somewhere to take a quick little nap and slept through the whole thing. He wasn't in the movie
Oh, no.
and got paid.
Oh, but he got paid? Dude, I think I've said it on this podcast, but I was so like little kid in Connecticut with teacher parents, just, I'm going to be a star. And my cousin, Bigger, Better Brent, was with me. Anything I was doing, he would do. So I would write little bullshit.
He could do better.
So then we get that thing in like the Hartford Current, you know, like the local paper where you see the little league scores.
Yeah.
So there's a thing that goes open call for extras for an Adam Sandler movie that's gonna shoot in New England. So I forced Brendan to come with me. My mom brought us. We sat there for 4 hours. And they took Polaroids of us. And hilariously, Brendan sneezed during his. So his was all fucked up. He goes, well, I ain't making this shit. And I go, what do you mean? And he doesn't care at all. He's on his video game, his Game Boy.
Right.
And I go, what? And I go,
Right, you pose it
I'm
out.
doing poses. Like, I'm going to be a star.
Did you get it?
No.
What?
We didn't even get extra roles. And it was Mr. Deeds. When they shoot Mr. Deeds.
You had to audition to be an extra?
I think they wanted just a big crowd scene for when he leaves. Mr. Deeds leaves. By the way, just watched it last night again to go to bed because I could fall asleep to any.
And he's
Adams.
looking at one of the extras like, that could have been me.
I did back in the day. I was like, could have been me, could have been me, could have been me. And it used to bother me so bad. The thing that pissed me off and the reason I gave you shit for the banana.
Which I found a piece of. I apologize. I'm glad I saw that. Oops. Gross.
Very, 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 very cool.
Is
Go ahead.
when we didn't get it, and then we went to go see Mr. Deeds, and then I was like, maybe I'm not a star. Like maybe I can never be an actor. Like
That
I was there.
is great.
Brendan was eating a banana, going
Oh, gross.
and going. No, you'll be fine, man.
It'll be fine.
And there's
dude.
something about don't eat potassium
Yeah.
and start talking to me.
Don't eat noisy, soft food.
And you don't want it, but I want it. And now you're thinning out, and I'm getting fat in the face, and it's bothering me. So all of a sudden, every girl I like likes him. Whenever, so this is right when it's all happening.
How many movies have you been an extra in?
I was an extra in Walk Hard. I was an
Nice.
extra in, I think I was an extra in a lot of TV shows.
This is through like you had to go through central casting. and
Yeah,
all that,
it was central casting. So I was here. I was like, oh, I could be an extra. There was one that was about where a president dies and first lady has
JFK.
to
It's
be.
JFK, man.
Oh shit! I was just I was driving that car. Oh, I shot him. No, no, I was a little boy going, "What just happened? Democracy." No,
Wow.
no, I did a show. I think it was like My First Lady. It was like something back in the day.
Oh, okay.
It was like
Dude.
where she's the first female president, and there was this good-looking kid. He's at a frat party. I'll never forget this one though, because this was aggressive on my part. It was him, and I think Hayden Panettiere was in it. I don't know what it was, but all I know is at this point I had worked on sets, and I'm with this dude had a guitar, and
Oh boy.
I grabbed it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, from the fucking AD because
Yeah.
they're setting up scenes, so he's bing, 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 you know, and I'm just hamming it up, but also I really want the girl on the balcony to like me. I'm killing with everybody. I mean, we know you're not paying
I
attention.
hope that. Did you hear it in the headphones?
I don't know.
I hope
so
to
loud.
God we did.
My
Did
bad,
you
my
just
bad.
fucking
I just
do a business thing during
Moved
this?
the thing to a thing. My bad, dog.
Oh, so
Sorry.
not even a business thing. You just, for the listeners,
Sorry.
Will was so bored with my story.
He emptied
that
his trash.
He emptied his trash. Well, I think this would be a good time to.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was listening to Steve on a story. What happened is I played
man.
guitar, thought it was good, wasn't. They made me like, you're going to be the extra that gets to run through now because I was such a ham.
Oh my
And
God.
so it follows me with a squirt gun squirting people through, and then they cut that whole scene because I tripped
Dude.
over the fucking front step and then knocked the.
I got kicked out of a show. I got kicked out of a show. There was this dance.
Stop emptying things when people are telling stories.
There was this dance show. It's like American Bandstand or Soul Train, but it was called Party Machine. I think Nia Peoples was the host.
It's my nickname in college.
Can you look up Nia Peoples?
yeah,
Dance
without
show.
emptying it.
Nia Peoples dance show.
Nia. How do you spell Nia?
NIA. You fuck.
How do you spell people?
It's P-E. It's peep.
Oh, it really is P. It's not peep. Yeah, it's actually.
It's peep
dance
holes.
show.
Yeah, peepholes.
Was it Party Machine?
Party Machine.
Yeah, so I got to go on
1991.
that.
This
I
is
was
the
always
most 90s
going
shit.
to like the Arsenio Hall show and sitting in the audience, and then there's this show next door that was like a dance show where you're like, it's like American Bandstand where you're just watching people, and I just wouldn't dance. And they kept between commercial breaks. They're like, "Yo, you gotta dance. You can't just be standing there." I was like, "All right, I'll fucking dance." And then I would dance a little bit, and then I would stop. And they just asked me to leave.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think that is about us? Do you think it's because comedians in general just mentally have to go against the grain?
Yeah.
'Cause how
Also, I don't
ridiculous
want to be a
everything is?
fan. I want you to be a fan
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Like
You know?
those whole scenes you see of your Just Mike, like when we watched him on that other video of him chasing the SUV to the hotel. We saw that video too. But those fans that chase,
of me. Yeah.
I would never do,
Ever
that.
do that.
I don't give a shit. If I
Like
met Michael
like those
Jordan,
guys that are at concerts and leaning over the tower, leaning
Yeah.
over the balcony, going,
leaning over.
Look, man, I
I would
wasn't
never
fucking-
do that, dude.
Mike, just Mike.
Mike Stud. It's not my name. It's to me. Then
Yeah, I
did
can't be a fan.
I was an extra in a horrible MTV movie called Spring Break Lawyer.
That's Pauly Shore. That's fucking awesome.
By the way, don't knock Pauly Shore. He had good 80s
Didn't knock him. It
movies.
sounds
Oh,
like
are
a
you
fucking Pauly
kidding
Shore
me?
movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not like critically acclaimed.
Spring
but
Break Lawyer, and it was a beach scene, and and I just never forget we had to be in like our shorts and like have beach stuff, and it was shot in Long Beach, so I was like, okay. And my buddy Ramon was in it too. And there's a scene where there's a concert and they're panning on the crowd. They're panning the crowd, and Ramon has like a floaty around his neck. And he's
Really?
Saludi paturi, my friend.
Sorry, really interrupting everyone today. I apologize.
Yeah, I
I'm on
think
one.
you. I think you're.
apologize.
I
you
think he's
just.
checked out. Since
I
he's been
I
past-
think he wants all the attention.
Yeah,
He's like, wait a
it's
minute, can we get back
changed.
to me, please?
Nah, nah,
It's shifted. It's shifted.
I
Between
wish-
TikTok and now the fucking comedy and magic.
I
things
know,
have-
you
Well,
fucking
here's some
piece of
magic. Now you see it. Now you don't. How about that, huh?
breaks everything.
Nah, shit. You
Deletes
got it
the
back?
podcast.
I didn't know the arm moved
Oh
back.
shit!
By the way, Spring Boink.
Spring
Boink.
Boink. That's a different
Spring
movie.
Boink.
That's a different. That's a Pauly Shore movie.
Yeah.
Spring Break Lawyer
It
should be a remake.
It was.
Sounds
I
kinda-
mean,
it
that's
was-
such a
Wait, let me
funny
look it up.
concept.
It was
Look it
bad,
up.
dude. It was bad.
Spring Break Lawyer.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I object.
It was pretty much.
Can I take you over here?
2001. Damn. 4.2 on IMDb.
Look at this fucking guy. He's in a floaty.
That's my That's my client. Fuck Spring Break.
Who was in it? Anybody of note?
Titties!
Was Silverman in it?
Brad Rader was the main guy.
Wait a minute. Spring Break Lawyer, was that the movie that Jeff Garland jumped off? There's the first thing that Jeff Garland did where he was a fat guy jumping off a
Sarah Silverman.
This is in 2001 though.
What's
That's
like
like
what's the
that's
Silverman
not-
actor?
Busy Phillips is in it.
Oh, busy.
She's the
Busy.
main
She was
girl
busy.
in it.
Is there anybody else listed?
Travis Wester, Sean Murray, Adrienne
2001.
Barbeau,
Oh, Adrienne Barbeau. She used to be hot. She was in Swamp Thing.
a lawyer.
Used to be.
My mom used to call her Adrienne Barboobs.
Really?
The synopsis is a lawyer and his friend travel to Florida to help a fellow partygoer. Nice.
Nice. That's the whole thing.
That's 2001.
Isn't it amazing how so many
The
Florida...
tagline is "Justice has hit the beach."
I mean,
Fuck
that's
yeah.
an 80s concept.
Oh,
That's
yeah, dude.
crazy.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah. It
Fuck
was...
the Bears. I'll take
it's
that
funny how
job.
so many Florida things are shot in Long Beach. Because it was shot all in...
Yeah, you taught me
know.
that with Dexter.
Yeah. Dude, Spring Break Lawyer, dude. What is it? What's the tagline again?
Justice has been fucking.
Justice just hit the beach.
Yeah, justice hit the beach. It's so good. It's so good.
What's wrong? Putting sunblock on weird.
What?
See you to court.
See you to court.
See ya to court, worst lawyer.
Sir, I think you're homeless. You don't have pants. Your penis is in the wind.
See you to court.
See ya to
Dude,
court.
When I'm listening to podcasts, I hate, especially because I listen to serious podcasts. Like I'm listening to this one
Like
called
serious
something
or serious?
serious, like crime shit.
Yeah, okay.
I'm listening
Not
to this
fun
one
at
called
all.
Something Was Wrong, and whenever
Jesus.
people are talking serious and they fuck up sayings, this girl said Disneyland,
Disney?
and I almost
Uh-oh.
punched my windshield. Then this girl said he weaved a web of lies. That's a saying. You weave a web. She's like, I mean, like he just webbed a weave
No
of
way.
lies, and I was like,
Uh-oh. Oh.
Well, there's a few things with that. One, when I did the lawyer thing, like sometimes when I want to improvise and I don't have enough knowledge, I fuck it up personally. Where
I
it's like,
always
you
fuck
know,
it up.
but it's like you want to have enough knowledge to improvise as a financier or any. Is it financier?
here's how fucked.
But
Here's how.
but yesterday, speaking of that, remember I was having a bad day yesterday, and I said. I woke up on the wrong side of the pillow, and then
Yeah.
you let me go with it, and then I went.
I was quiet, but I was like,
Yeah,
said
and then
that
I
wrong.
went-
Motherfucker.
And then after I told the story, I went, by the way, is it wrong side of the pillow or wrong side of the bed? And you went,
It's the bed.
this is why we're best friends. You literally go, it's wrong side of the bed, but it seemed like you were in a mood. I didn't want to.
so good.
Dude, my buddies and I, when somebody got rejected, here's how stupid we were. My buddy Aaron started this. Whenever we would see like a guy get rejected by a girl or whatever, we would say, "Ooh, he just got sustained," because you think of court,
Yeah.
but that's not rejected. Like when they say objection and they say abstain, that means the judge was like, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah.
So sustained. But we flipped that shit and said, "Ooh, he just got sustained." Me and my
Sounds
brothers
better.
to this day we still use it.
By the way, that's one thing that I don't think you're wrong on, because every time I hear it in any movie, and I've seen every movie,
Sounds
and
like
I did a law
rejected.
it sounds like you're sustained. You're
Yeah. Objection, sustained.
sustained.
Because overruled is when they reject. it.
overruled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I am a lawyer pretty much. I'm basically
Well,
a
you're
lawyer.
Detective
This
Jason.
point? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a
Between being
lawyer.
an extra in Spring Break Lawyer
Spring Break
time,
Lawyer,
and then
Detective
fucking
Jason.
Detective Jason, all the
Solving and helping Brittany free herself.
Yup.
Yeah.
So free that she's naked all the time.
Right,
now.
that's all you, bro.
By the way,
I did
thanks,
just see that.
Brittany.
What's she doing,
Keep
ass
those
shots?
coming. All ass shots, titty shots. She's just a naked
She
girl
lost
now.
it.
You got to do that. You got to be that dude for like dudes. You got to start
gotta
doing
do
naked
ass
shit.
shots?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like remember that video you sent of us playing the piano shirtless, bro? That's the type of content I'm trying to see from you.
What?
Wait, what?
Remember that shit? Remember shit where you were like fucking killing it?
Or
with
my,
like
my tits were out?
yeah,
shirtless?
dude. Yeah,
I
remember
wasn't
that.
doing this.
No, dude, you were. No, you were killing it. No, because it was just for the homies, so you were just
Oh, that's
fucking
right.
towel or
Yo,
something. You were
dude.
just killing it. Oh, it was so
Oh,
sick.
that's for us. You, speaking of Ray Romano, I was thinking about this. You were at Brad Garrett's club.
Yeah.
You have to talk about what happened this time around.
Oh, when
'Cause
Brad gave me an
like how
encore.
nice
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Brad,
Yeah.
especially with the lights and all this
Yeah.
shit. And working
In the
with
green room we were talking about that, and I'm like, yeah. And then I go, Brad, you got to come back on. He goes, no.
funny.
So funny.
Funny.
No, not gonna happen. But yeah, Brad gave me an encore. It was pretty cool. I was doing my bits. I was doing my bits and jokes and sketches and skits. And
magic.
And my magic. And it was going well. I'm gonna say it was going well. Audience was happy. And then I saw the light, and I am a very respectful person of the club. And so I saw the light, I wrapped it up, and Brad did not think I was on stage long enough because I was killing. And he comes out on stage and he goes, what are you doing? It's too soon. Did you get the light? I go, yeah. In front of everybody, in front of the audience. Who lit you? Who lit him? He's yelling back at the sound
Yeah.
booth. He goes, and then he tells me, he goes, did you do the bit about the thing? And I go, I didn't get to it. He goes, oh, who wants to see more?
That's so
And
cool,
the
dude.
audience goes nuts.
That's so cool.
And then I finish off, and I finish off. And,
Okay.
Well, that's his closer.
Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, it's Vegas, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
He's playing dice. What is wrong with
Oh,
you?
my bad.
Yeah, I'm finishing.
Finishing throwing the dice. Yeah, throwing the fucking
finishing.
dice.
Yes, dude.
There's
I'm
the image.
Yeah,
finishing the
dicing,
fucking
and
di-
dicing.
You
bro.
guys
I
know how to
get
play
Vegas.
fucking
I know
dice.
gambling.
You
bro.
guys know how to play dice,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, fucking
Anyway.
slot machines and shit. Yeah,
Hopefully.
dude, I know how it goes.
So then I wrap it up and I good night. The audience loses their shit because Jason. And then Brad comes out and goes, "Well, I'm not following that. Good night."
How dope is that? The guy who
best.
owns the club. That's how cool that dude is. Old school, been doing
He's
it
my
for.
faves.
That's why I wanted to bring that up because that is a thing that doesn't happen. Encores for comics, unless you're Chappelle or Rock, like
Right.
that doesn't fucking happen. And to have a comic that's been working that long to be that secure.
Open for fucking Sinatra, this guy.
Yeah, so cut to the guy that's mad at you because you brought his name up wrong. And then cut to somebody that's opening for Sinatra who has a club in Vegas and he is aware of talent going, I just love shit like that.
Dude, it was
Like,
so fun.
those are the things people need to know, especially since I get like written all the time about people listening to this podcast wanting to be comics.
Don't
that
do it.
attitude.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Well,
Don't
don't do
put
it.
it-
Get out of my way because
Get
we're
out of my
gonna
way.
fucking kill him.
Right.
Oh, I can't wait to say a bunch of bad things about you online.
Online.
Yeah.
Was it Vince Vaughn on the
I
line?
don't know. I've been listening to Jason Bateman on Smart List. I've been talking like him now.
I like that.
We got an email?
Yeah,
We got some emails. Podthelionsden@gmail.com if you want to motherfucking send us some
Yeah.
shit. You know what
Tell
I'm
us a
saying?
story.
Yeah.
Ask us a question.
Yeah, bro. Send us fucking
Send us
money.
New
Yeah, send us money.
money. Send us new. Send us money.
New
Money.
money.
New money.
Nice.
Send us.
Good recovery. I'm a little hungover right now, by the way. Fuck,
Are you?
I'm like a lot of it.
I
Yeah.
think Brent is too. Brent had a late night.
Dude, I'm just, my eyes are bloodshot.
it's like just hitting
I had
me
a
throughout
cigar
this
and a
thing.
couple of drinks last night. I had that Jamie Foxx brown sugar bourbon last night.
Oh, were you at that club with the door is now Jamie Foxx? The Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx door at
Yep.
that club at the stand-up
Stand-up
club or
comedy
whatever. They
club
have,
in
they have like
Bellflower.
a sponsored by Jamie Foxx, and on the
Really?
green room on the door, it's just a full Jamie Foxx thing,
Yep.
like wallpaper of just Jamie Foxx, like looking at you like.
There's two different ones. He's got 103 proof fucking bourbon that's brown sugar flavored. It's delish. But yeah, so I'm a little bit there too because I had a Corona as well.
Dude, I haven't been out, went out, did all the shows. I didn't get to bed until like 5:30.
It's a different game when you're in your 30s, isn't
And
it?
it's killing me. Then I woke up at 8, because I have to do this table read tomorrow, so I had to buy all my beer diet and all this, especially after being called Tom Segura's
Behind the scenes.
And I had to do, get the waters, do all the shit, and then I was like, oh, my eyes are on fire. Jumped in the pool, and now I'm just delirious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey,
So podthelionsden@gmail.com.
yeah, dude, we got some. Want to do some weird laws?
Yes.
Oh,
This is our new favorite segment. If
Yeah.
anyone's who's just kind of catching up, someone originally, I'm sorry if I'm not giving credit to who started this, but sent us a great email of like, here's a bunch of weird laws that are existing.
Was
Like,
it
here's-
Emma?
Could have been Emma. Yeah, it probably was. I think. And so now people just send us in weird laws that are, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just weird laws, like
Laws
things
that are still on the books
that are just
but
that make
they're,
no fucking
they're
sense.
unenforced.
Yeah.
They're not enforced.
Like
yeah.
for example, it was like you can't ride a donkey over 10 miles an hour in Missouri.
you can't have let a donkey sleep in the bathtub was one.
Yeah,
too.
you can't let a donkey.
I got a T-shirt for this.
Yeah.
It should be like Yo MTV. It should say Yo Weird Laws.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
T-shirt
Yeah.
right there.
for sure.
That same image.
but
You
we
get
got-
sued for that?
Probably.
Amilcar sent us some Crazy Laws DC edition.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Hey guys, though I can't think of any good band names, I thought I would throw some crazy laws from DC your way. Love you guys. First one. You are legally forbidden to marry your mother-in-law in Washington, D.C.
Honey, I'm sorry. Your mom just gets me. She gets me.
Your mom just gets me.
Your mom gets me, man. And you know what? Honestly, I'm attracted to your mom. I was attracted to you. Give me your mom.
Okay, honey.
That's like a porn, isn't it? That's like
honey.
milk porn.
Honey. You're just being silly. We had a scorpion ball. We were at a hibachi grill.
what?
And that's a whole thing.
scorpion ball. What is
That's what you have at a hibachi grill.
Oh, I don't know.
Now I want to fuck your mom, though. No, you don't. You don't. She's my mom, too. That's a weird...
That's weird. It's a weird attraction, son.
Ew, hop. Like, just eat the fucking volcano
onion volcano.
Yeah.
The onion volcano.
Look,
Fucking, that's hilarious.
Barbara and I have a connection.
Now, here's the thing. I
Why?
get that it's forbidden to marry your mother-in-law, 100%, because guess what? You're married to her daughter. What if you and the daughter were divorced, but you're still going, damn, her mom
point
was,
at me.
Her mom was fine. Can you do it after you're legally divorced from the daughter?
I don't know.
That's a good ask.
All right, let's get another
People
one.
should just do whatever the fuck they want.
You're right.
Who
Wait.
cares?
No, we live
No,
in a
now
horrible
cut to
society.
his
do
video on
whatever.
shrooms at that concert.
Yeah, right?
People should just do whatever they want.
Yeah, Mike.
Number 2, a person may not take the sexual organ of another person or animal in his or her mouth.
You can't get a
Sorry.
blowjob in DC.
wait.
I think that says you can't give one
This is exactly what's
So I can't give a blowjob in DC?
to a person
gonna?
or an animal.
Yeah, a person or animal. I'm not allowed to blow and suck.
Hey, I guess
DC Improv's gonna be not as fun this time around, huh?
Brent's
No
already
wonder-
gotten in some trouble in DC, apparently.
Well, no wonder so many fat people jog. Like, what's happening in DC? Remember how many times we've been there and so many not fat people, but out of shape people. It's worse. You know, not born with it. But
Oh,
they
you got a new one?
No, it's real. I'm
It's
finding
just
it.
this shit that
Oh, there's
I
people
wanted a
run.
blowjob and it didn't happen.
fuck,
because
I just wanna
get
suck a dick.
arrested. Fitbit. Need another 10 steps. I'm done. Love a blowjob.
But it's not allowed in this fucking city.
Hey, babe. No, it's illegal. Oh, I guess I'll shower again.
Cold.
Damn, this is crazy. This is from literally like .org, like District of Columbia, about sodomy. It says, okay, I don't know what these words mean. It means reformed in 93, repealed completely in 95. I don't know if that means like it's no longer a thing.
Somebody was doing something. Somebody had the power to get it canceled, and then when he was over it, they brought it back.
So what exactly is the law?
This is like in a fucking real law document thing. Idiot law document. Another spring break lawyer.
also
thing.
known as a lockument.
Yeah. As a surfing, you guys got the law documents.
Bro, don't you mean the lockuments? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm in the curl.
Serve.
nice. Fuck yeah.
A guy on a bodyboard.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, it's gonna no.
So
chair's gonna break.
every person who shall be convicted of taking into his or her mouth or anus the sexual organ of another person or animal, or who shall be convicted of placing his or her sexual organ in the mouth or anus, I'm getting fucking bricked up over here, of any other person or animal, or who shall be convicted of having carnal copulation in an opening of the body except sexual parts with another person, shall be fined
Forced.
not more than $1,000
Not
or be
forced.
imprisoned
Did it say
for a
forced?
period not exceeding 10 years. Any person,
Non-consensual, obviously.
any person convicted under this section of committing such act with a person under the
I'm
age
gonna
of
say it.
16 shall
Oh,
be fined.
16?
Under
Yeah,
the-
that
got
makes
it.
sense.
Okay.
See,
Because I was
that
gonna
makes
say
sense.
consensually or non-consensually. Because if it's either one, I gotta admit, Milk Car, you're in trouble,
Bro, carnal copulation. What the
know him.
fuck?
Carnal copulation. It's
By
almost
the way,
like
that was as wordy as my act.
Crazy, right? That was all one sentence.
Didn't like that he went crazy, right?
carnal
Why-
copulation. Carnal copulation is aggressive and carnal. You know, like animal.
Yeah,
oh
dude.
God, I'm getting
Well,
turned
doesn't
Bro,
it
this
kind of
is
feel like?
so-
Wait a minute.
on.
Doesn't it?
Sexy law.
I
isn't
love
it?
this.
Doesn't it kind of feel like somebody who writes the laws goes, "Honey, where have you been?" I was on a walk. It's like
Imagine we're in town and
we
get
have a new law.
and we get a blowjob.
No, but here.
Not that that's going to happen, but it's very doable. And I'm getting blown, or Brent's getting blown, or Will's getting blown. And we're like so turned on because we're breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
This is the guy writing it too. This fucking bitch. I have power.
Oh, you're going
I
to
have
suck.
a new law.
You're going to suck his dick?
Sodomy
No,
of all
you
cells
are
should not be
fucking
and sodomy in the idea of any inner reaction to anus or penis, peni, thank you, peni, vagina. Well, do you have another word for it? No, thank you. It's good cursive. Shall not be suspect to the. Do you sure you want to do this? Why don't you
Will,
shut the fuck up?
He's writing with cheese.
The cheese I didn't eat. Sir, I think
Did you
you
just eat the
lost
pen?
it. She's a witch, she's a bitch, and nobody sucks cock in DC.
That's definitely written by a man who thought his girl was going to cheat on him.
For sure. No dick sucking
Or
ever,
his
except
ex.
for me.
He's like, you know what? If you're going
Yeah.
to break up with me,
Yeah.
no one's going to have you in their mouth.
Yep.
And especially if it's fucking Thomas fucking Edison.
Him and his fucking lights.
Sir, what is fuck and fucking?
It's disgusting.
Fucking means the worst thing you could possibly do, so no homos.
Nice.
What's a homo? Guys who...
Cancel.
I shall not use
The
anus
earliest-
or animals or...
Historically, the earliest
man.
cancellation.
It's like, I think he's losing it. What'd you say over there, Brian? I'm fine. He just wrote in cheese. Shut up.
He's gone through a bad breakup. Give him a break.
Someone suck this guy's dick.
Nobody sucks anybody's dick.
Just
or
don't
gets
do it
sucked.
carnally. No carnal.
No carnal. No carnal fucking or sucking in this town.
God, it's so funny.
Give me
We
another
jog
one.
here.
Give me another one.
We got a few more here, and they're good.
Jesus, so bad.
Is there any more?
I have plenty of it.
Okay.
I bought so many groceries, dude. We can make whatever you
Oh,
want
let's
after
fucking
this.
party.
Oh, dude, we're going to grow.
Under DC law, you are not permitted to post a public notice that names someone a coward for refusing to accept a challenge to a duel.
Wait a minute.
That's called the pussy law.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So somebody backs out of a duel, and then somebody posts something going like coward. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
you
illegal.
really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, exactly. It's illegal. It's illegal. You can't call me a coward. It's illegal.
I'm telling. I'm telling.
Yep.
That's funny. What's another one?
This is
No, real quick, though.
yeah.
Because it's a good callback. I'm going to fucking murder you. Duel? No. Post this. I'm not a coward. Nobody says that. Another thing. Anybody who sodomizes my girl threatens me to a duel,
he's a
and
coward.
I am not a coward. I am not a fucking coward. Sir, fucking, we talked about it.
this next one.
choked up.
You would think Brent wrote it.
Oh, come on.
Really?
Let's hear it. Brent doesn't.
After those laws, it's my
This
act.
is
so
this is
funny.
exactly what he said. So small
Brent
boys
wrote
are
that.
forbidden to throw stones.
Brent wrote that law 100%. Boy for sale.
Small boys.
Literally, say, calling back to the Congress guy. Just literally, fuck you, your girl, fuck somebody else. Ow, you hit me with a... Small boys are permitted to throw stones. These fucking kids, sir, I've talked to you about it. It's in cursive. Thou shalt not throw stones. Thou shalt not fucking deal with this shit. And this whore needs to die. Witches do exist. I'll see you.
Dude, it is unlawful for small boys to throw stones. I mean, that's really crazy. We
But
have
like big boys can.
yeah.
What about a fat kid?
Yeah, I don't know. How do you qualify small boy? Like, what's the height? You know?
I would say, I think it's an age thing. I think like I'd say two. I've never had a kid. I would say 2 to 4, 5. I think at 6, you can punch them.
Okay.
If they hit you with a stone, you don't punch them, but you threaten them. I think at 6 you can go, hey, you know.
What we can do?
I'm saying like a small boy. What we're talking? What qualifies as a small boy? So it's like I think 2 to 4. No, 5. 6, I think you can hit
8.
8. Oh,
Small
I'm beating
boy
the
goes-
shit out of an 8-year-old. If he throws a rock at me,
You
he's
gotta
got
think
enough
about the
wherewithal.
like an 8-year-old will. An 8-year-old will is like a 5-year-old normal kid.
Yeah, but he's not going to throw a stone at me. That's a parenting
know.
thing. That's why I want your opinion on this. So you think 8 is a small boy?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Last two, and then we'll close it out with these last two. One may not whistle in the bathroom.
Well, I'm going to jail. Call me Piccolo Pete because I'm in there just
the
whistle
way-
while you work. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
These are all connected to that same guy who made these laws. His wife cheated on him. This is all it is this guy's wife cheated, and he went to the bathroom, and it's like, hello? It's the guy who fucked his wife, and then when he sees the penis, it's huge, and he's like, thou shalt not be.
Yeah,
any-"
dude. It's all connected. And then last one here. An establishment may not allow more than one accordion to be played for entertainment.
Oh my god.
So
Can I say something? I agree.
yeah,
I think
I think-
one
I-
accordion is one too many.
I think we agree with that one. Imagine fucking dueling accordionists.
Oh my god.
Both fucking.
How did that start? I'll tell you exactly how it started. After that pee problem in the after the pee problem happened with the guy that fucked the dude who makes the laws thing, they had an accordion battle.
Dorkiest battle ever.
You think I don't have a big penis? I didn't say that. Oh, you don't think I know that song? Don't throw stones at kids. I didn't throw stones at kids. I just fucked your wife and she sucked the shit out of me. We fucked an animal together. Who's whistling? Who's whistling?
So good. Amilcar, those are great. Thank you for sending them. Podthelinesden@gmail.com. Guys, do tour dates. We didn't do them.
All right, kids.
Guys, do dates.
As far
before
as
we leave.
dates goes, I got nothing. I got, let's see here. What do I got? I will be in Alaska. I'll be in Anchorage, Alaska, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, on August 12th and 13th, I'm going to be in Anchorage. Venues,
Where the
TB,
an igloo? Where are you playing?
to be announced. I'm playing in an igloo, yeah.
What are the
you
dates?
Fucking uncultured swine. I think it's the 12th and 13th of August.
Cool.
Igloos in Alaska. This guy.
I mean, it's funny, you know.
Yeah,
It's
and
past
I'm
and all of a sudden.
what
going to be
club?
performing for fucking penguins and polar bears.
What's the club? I want to link the dates.
It's called the Igloo, actually. No, I'm just kidding.
It kind of should be. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
And then
You
when
know
are we
the club
doing
name
San
of it?
Jose?
I got
All
nothing.
three of us are doing San Jose.
I'm waiting for the call back. Oh, are we doing San Jose?
Yeah.
When?
I mean, it got moved. Tim Dillon moved us, but all three of us will be in San Jose Improv.
When?
September 2nd to the 4th.
There
Can't
we
do
go.
it.
Nah, actually, I can't either.
Yeah, Brent, we can't do that. September fucking 2nd.
I gotta meet Obama.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Talk about laws.
Wow, he's retired. Oh, yeah, San Jose Improv.
Oh, and also, this
Also,
will come out with Atlanta Improv.
October.
Yeah, it'll be week of
Atlanta Punchline.
this weekend.
Yeah,
You'll be in Atlanta.
I'll be Atlanta Punchline by myself.
Boo.
But it's a good club. Jesus. So come to that, and then there's
The Comedy Vault in October.
Yep. October
Okay.
13th to the 15th in Batavia, Illinois. Wherever.
Am I on that one or you? No.
Oh, that one you are.
See you there, kids.
Yes.
Boom. And yeah, San Jose, we'll all be there.
Yeah, San Jose
it'll be
is-
great.
You know what we
September.
didn't do in the beginning of this episode, and I'm going to have to do it right now.
The whole business shit?
Welcome back to the Lions Den
Well,
podcast.
we can't say welcome back. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for joining us
There
here on
you
the
go.
Lions Den
There you
podcast.
go.
Don't forget to rate and review at Apple Podcast, iHeart, Spotify, wherever it is that you listen. Leave us a 5-star rating and a review, and it'll help us. If you want to look at our beautiful faces, go to YouTube, The Lions Den with Brent Morin and Jason Collings. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know what's coming at you. Of course, for everything private. Hey, we got privacy now. You want to be a member? You want to get beyond the fucking velvet rope? Join the Pride.
And that's where we're heading right now.
Join the Pride. Don't forget to email us at podthelionsdencom@gmail.com.
Yeah, you
And don't forget to go to thelionsdenpod.com for everything Lions Den.
And you think this is revealing? Come over to the page.
Here we go.
See you there.
We are friends, digging each other.